I don't know, Pugna is still available. As far as magic damage 1 positions, I'm not really that keen on like Radiance builders versus a Timbersaw, but still against lane, I don't know, Ursa maybe against the Timbersaw.
The good thing about this Timber pick is by the fact that they are second pick, which means they get to decide where it's going to go at the very end. Will it be mid? Will it be off lane? Which removes that flex potential of this Tiny. Because when you look at Empire's lineup with his ET Tiny, you're either looking at the 4-5 duo or the Tiny going mid to try and get a better laning phase to deal with the Timber. But because they don't have the last pick in the draft, Empire are going to have to decide this a little bit earlier and try and find a solution to the problem. Because ET doesn't really do anything to Timber in lane, nor would... Like, Tiny mid does do pretty well against the Timbersaw because he has the tree, he can just CS, he can kind of play away from the Timbersaw. But it's just the fact that Empire have to decide pretty early on, before they start picking more heroes, how they're actually going to slot this Tiny into the draft correctly. And that's the kind of the good thing of this Timber pick. It forces the draft a little bit.
Now, previously in this banning phase, we had 6 hard carries banned. You said Elder Titan wants to play with one of the hard carries, like one of the ones that was probably banned out previous game. Is there any in particular that you want to see?
I'd be down for a Morphling. I think Shotgun versus the Timbersaw could be pretty good. Won't really have that much trouble versus Timbersaw if the Timber opts to go in the off lane. And yeah, mainly I'm just thinking about high magic damage bursts, because if that's what 5Comrades really like about this Timbersaw is the consistency of having a tank for a long, long fight, then your best approach as Empire is just eliminating that possibility.
The anti-mage ban.
Also,
I'm imagining that Morph is probably going to get banned, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you're respecting that 5Comrades even has the potential to flex this Timbersaw to the mid lane.
I would like to, give them the,
good. Yeah.
necessary...
The benefit of the doubt.
Right.
There we go. Now they're
fun.
winners. We've got to give winners the praise.
That's fair.
It's more about just trying to work out their angle. So yeah, like they're banning out Slut, they're banning out Ursa. This does very much indicate that it's going to be an offlane Timbersaw due to the bans. If you want to put the Timber mid, or if you can flex it mid, you'd probably ban out more game-orientated heroes, not lane, because then you're going to have, gotcha, we take away the good heroes, and we're moving it away. So unfortunately, due to Comrade's bans, I'm now kind of going, all right, cool. Timber's going to be most likely side lane. We can start focusing on picking up some type of hero that can counter it. The other ways that you can deal with the Timbersaw is by tri-laning into it. ET is pretty good in like a dual lane scenario, or playing with an aggressive hero that has a stun plus carry that has a little bit of damage. So you might as well see Team Empire just pick up any hero that can just solo off lane. They'll tri-lane the Timbersaw for 2-3 minutes and then draw away that hero back into top. That's another way they can deal with it.
We got the Oracle to protect. What do you think about the Oracle Earth Spirit combination of the support duo? It's okay?
It definitely seems all in on this Timbersaw.
Yeah, generally it's pretty good. You've got when you pick Earth Spirit, it unlocks your 5s to be super defensive because you have all that team fight. In terms of the playstyle, again, they're mirroring playstyles from game 1 in terms of draft. Your Comrades, they've got their frontline now, they've got that save, first game Ench, now they've got Oracle, they've got that team fight on their 4. Like the recipes of draft are very equal right now. The question is, how strong are your lanes going to be from Comrades? Because that was their saving grace in the first game, was they had this gotcha pick that enabled them to kind of catapult themselves into the game to play a strong game. And it's easy to play when you're already ahead from laning phase. The issue this time is an Oracle and Earth Spirit, they're not really like lane dominators. It's all about making the right moves. How do you make your timing? And Oracle naturally wants to sit very passive in lane, can be aggressive sometimes, but it's a lot of pressure on this Earth Spirit to make the right moves.
It's a lot of pressure on Empire to pick a hero. They only got 37 left in their bonus time.
Yeah.
If I can read this properly.
I think with the Oracle, they're trying to figure out which lane do we prefer to make stronger. Do we want our off lane to be strong against this Oracle that will be laning against some carry, or do we want to make our carry strong so that we can make sure that this Timbersaw doesn't become a problem?
This Weaver pick is an Empire classic for the offlane when they had Mastery in the team, but it does leave a bit of concern because are they going to try and put this Weaver solo bottom, just tank the Timbersaw lane, then they're going to pick up maybe an aggressive tri-lane to play into an Oracle lineup because Oracle doesn't really fare that well, especially with Earth Spirit. Quite a lot of lack of damage level 1, level 3 they're stronger. It's just what is the Weaver's role in this game right now? Is he going to be the Axe buyer? Does he buy Diffusal to play around with the Timbersaw? It's a couple question marks right now.
What do you want it to be?
I don't think as a damage core it's going to do very well. It does not solve the Timbersaw issue. If you want to go for an Ags buyer, then sure. I don't know, maybe like an Alchemist.
They could also...
But I don't want it to be like a damage dealing core.
Ooh, that's a nice pick. I like that. The
You
Invoker's
like
really
the
nice.
Invoker.
It's by far the best hero, and why we saw OG pick it a lot early. In terms of anti-aggression, you go Cause Wex. You can always have, Tornado EMP. These heroes on Comrade's side, Ember, Timber, Earth Spirit, they all need to have that mana to have any type of impact in the fight. If they lose it, it's pretty much over. And I think they're setting themselves up to have either two options right now. An absolute boss core that's going to dominate the game. For example, maybe like a Medusa type hero. You've got ET save for it, you've got Weaver Ag save for it, and it's super hard to get onto. Or they're going to go all out early aggression, put the Weaver into the carry position and just try and roll over their opponent. But it's very scary when you have Ember and Timber and Earth Spirit playing, because they're super mobile, jump the back lines. There's a lot of disconnect in Empire's draft where Weaver wants to commit, invoke, Empire's lineup doesn't play together the entire time.
What's your stance on the Earn Spirit Vessel build for Invoker? Is it dead now? Because I feel like that would be very, very irritating, the Cold Snap Earn for a Timbersaw to have to deal with, but I just don't see that build very commonly anymore.
Not really, because I think just the general play kind of goes against that. For example, in this game, you've got the Oracle Purge, so if you do get to those big team fights, naturally Timbersaw in front, he's always going to have that Purge coming through. I think the New Age build of going Drum Ags feels very nice, or even just the Octarine in second or third slot. It's about being a nuisance in fights rather than trying to be the killer all the time, I think.
Then they have 4 utility heroes right now, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So they really need to. Yeah, I'm with you that they need to go opt for the boss core type situation where you just slap a bunch of buffs on him, make him unkillable, and just mash heads against the Timbersaw. Because so far it doesn't seem like any of these heroes are particularly capable at getting pickoffs. They're just better at enabling other heroes to get kills.
On the side of 5Comrades, though, they went for the ban on the Underlord. That doesn't really fit your guys' description.
It's about, so the two options that the Empire have is by putting the Weaver carry and going for tempo, or by putting it into off lane and picking up that core to kind of play into that boss core that we mentioned. For Comrades, they picked up this Ember to flex. Because they can't flex the Timber, they needed something to keep the draft in their favor. And now Empire have to decide what are they doing with this Weaver. I don't like the idea of Weaver being the carry, simply because you eventually fall victim to never being able to kill Timbersaw, and just the early aggression of Ember. Weaver doesn't really catch up and farm that well. So if a good Ember rotation or two, then it could be pretty hard for Weaver to find a game. So
Slaughter.
Okay, that does take away a little bit of tankiness from the Timbersaw. It unlocks Roshan, and it does again. Okay, it puts Weaver into that carry role, and they are just going to try and go for all-out aggression and just sweep the map and to outplay Comrades.
But there needs to be a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this Oracle has a lot of pressure on him, because if he's able to stay out of the fight and he's able to not get blinked on, then you can just purge off the Corrosive Haze until Slaughter gets that talent, but that's way later on in the game. And so it's not a cleanse. Kyle is trying to tell me false information, and I won't hear it. It would be a dispel, and that's why Oracle will. I mean, I'm imagining we're going to see an Aeon Disc on him at some point, but there's a lot on his shoulders.
Is cleanse even a mechanic in Dota? Is there
It's
anything
in Heroes of Newerth.
I was going to say there's nothing actively called cleanse.
That is correct.
Kyle.
Can we just
You
stop
can call
using this
Purge,
word?
or
It's
you
a
can
bad
call
word,
Dispel.
okay?
Dispel or Purge. That is also a Drow Ranger,
Nice.
as it comes out
So-
from 5Comrades.
The reason for this Drow is offlane Slaughter doesn't really apply much pressure to ranged heroes. Who's the best ranged hero to dominate a lane? Drow. So you're now going to have Drow in this lane, going to put a lot of pressure onto the Slaughter, and they have themselves a very strong timing of Ember Timber front lines, Ember catches back, Drow moves through towers. So I like Comrade's draft. It's not too shabby.
But I hear but coming. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
It's a Drow, Drow, if you make a mistake, the game becomes pretty darn hard.
unless the enemy team also makes mistakes, which is what happened previous game. What are you guys thinking? Tsunami, who has the better draft? If you don't look at the teams.
I honestly like the Comrades draft significantly better because even though it is a drow draft with some fragility, and the fact that there's a Timbersaw and even Earth Spirit has like the second highest strength gain in the entire game after Centaur. So even if Timbersaw gets mitigated with corrosive haze and stuff like that, the Earth Spirit is still a pretty good way to insulate to initiation, and then you have an Oracle behind it. So I'm leaning Comrades on this one. And the drafts, the odds have equalized significantly after
Yes.
the 5 point something from the game one.
That one win.
That one win.
All
That's
it
it.
took.
All it takes. No, I think this Invoker can cause enough havoc to disrupt Comrades' ability to like set themselves up for a fight in terms of positioning, and that alone will pick off the Oracle, pick off the Drow. And the fact that Ember and Earthspirit want to play so far away from the team, Comrades will find it hard to always have the correct amount of numbers protecting these heroes. So I think Empire, even though the draft maybe looks a little bit less, overall their game plan, it feels easier going Roshan and getting these key pickoffs. So I think Empire got game 2.
More shouting or less shouting from our commentary team?
More.
Oh, the
Just
throw
double
potential
down.
is
I need
immense.
I need TI finals again because
Okay.
that first series was like
Either that or give me a
Exhilarating.
full audiobook.
You ask, we deliver. It is time for our commentators to shine. Slacks and Kyle, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sheever. And we will take it away. We will take it away here for Game 2. My name is Sir Action Slacks, joined by the one and only Kyle Swindlemelons. Good to see you, my friend, again.
Just Kyle.
Why'd you ditch that name?
Just didn't feel me.
I like not the
didn't-
name, but I like the long form.
I didn't like the artificial separation between who I was in a person and who I was supposed to be on screen.
Damn, that's poetic.
I feel like I'm just me. So, and I didn't really like the name either. There's
Yeah,
a lot of negative
swindler?
connotations. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. You know, I try not to swindle people.
That's true.
So,
All right.
yeah. And I figured if you're gonna change your name, it's kind of pretentious to do it to something that isn't just your actual name. So.
I guess so. I was gonna. Oh, watch out! Weaver in trouble here down on the bottom lane.
Yeah.
What was that? Didn't stun actually. Just went for
Technically, it wouldn't stun. It would apply rooted.
root. Technically,
Although it does not interrupt.
as my friends on our True Dota 2 would say, technically, that's a root.
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, so laning is looking pretty normal here. We got your Invoker mid versus the Ember Spirit.
Why'd you call yourself Sir Action Slacks?
That's, I wish I had a story, but I really don't. It was just Halo 2, Xbox Live. Me and my friends all got together and had a list of names to name ourselves on Xbox Live. And that was it. I had 3 choices, and 2 of them were very not safe for work, which I will not get into. But, recently I just found out, I was looking at my credit card statements, and it turns out I've been paying for Xbox Live since 2007. I had no idea. So, shout out to Microsoft. You got me there. You son of a bitches.
Recurring subscriptions are
They'll get you.
very in vogue today.
Don't sign up for Hulu.
I just saw that the record for money made on OnlyFans in 1 hour was broken. Over
What?
$1 million.
By whom? Purge?
He's got it on Patreon. It's a different website.
All right. Who broke the OnlyFans?
I think Bella Thorne, the actress.
Who the hell is that?
You'll have to subscribe to find out.
I would rather not. I believe my wife doesn't know what an OnlyFans is, and I don't want her to ever know. So we're going to just... She'll tell me to get one for more money.
What do you think about making one with me, though?
Bro, real talk, I've thought about making like a ironic gyrocopter OnlyFans and stuff like that before. I really think there's a lot of money to be made in like adult phone call service with Dota. So you call up and then, somebody's like, "Hey there, what are you doing? What do you want to talk about, big guy?" I mean, it would be funny, but you just do like a bunch of, they don't ever talk about anything not safe for work. Be like, "Sorry, you didn't buy any tangos." It's like, it's a Vice line. I'll stop talking now. Anyway, back to the cast here. 0-0. Much different game than we saw from the last time. A little
Whoa.
toss it. Don't go too far, Mr. Oracle.
Got Gimli'd. What's he doing? Devi Llama is a little too aggressive.
I mean, this just is not a Devi hero right there, unfortunately. Yeah. Wow, actually going to be able to survive that.
Yeah, he hasn't paid attention to his history. I understand that he preaches a doctrine of peace, but the Roman Empire typically was very aggressive.
Oh, you think that it's Dalai Lama? Oh my God, look at this lane. It is a disaster lane. How do you survive this, Kyle? You get tossed back and die.
Well, you don't. That's unfortunate.
Just leave?
I think they had to position a little better. Like, there's a huge creep wave coming. You just shouldn't get tossed on, and that was an ole. Back to the tower, though.
Woo! Nice stun there, trying to get out of there and turn it around on the ES. Hell? Whoa! That is some damage there. Nice job from the Titan.
Bashed in with the briefcase. Fogged's favorite hero.
Oh my God. That's a deny from the Tiny.
And I just want to throw that out there that Sumail once told Fogged he had the best Elder Titan in the world.
Oh my God.
That was 3.5 years ago. Fogged still reminds me every time that we play.
Sumail once told me he thought I was funny just to try to get out of an interview. Did not work. Sorry, my friend. Can't fool me. Anyway, nice purging off of that Flame Guard, I believe it's called.
Yes.
The animal trainer.
You gotta be really careful as Natty, though, because if the Ember is able to juke one of those tornadoes, it gets real scary because you can no longer remove the Flame Guard. You can play very offensive on you, but ultimately you're just gonna regen through. Look at that, 11.7 HP regen.
Woo!
That means every 10 seconds you would regen 117 health.
Damn, give that guy an Arcana. Just kidding.
You mean Persona? Because he already has one of those.
No, it's a vote for the Arcana is what I was referencing in the fight against
Witch Doctor. Look at it go.
Gotta love people that interrupt your joke to say the incorrect reference. That's always good.
Don't apologize.
Oh boy, who do you hope wins the Arcana vote? Let's call it out here.
Who is still in the running?
You got Spectre, Void,
No.
Sniper,
Ew.
and a Witch Doctor.
All right, Witch Doctor.
Oh!
That's easy. If you're at home, remember to use the hashtag WePlayOmega if you want to interact with us and throw your tweet up on screen. And while you do that, remember, if you also include a picture of you voting in the Arcana vote for Witch Doctor, it's more likely
we'll give you one. We will literally, every single person that tweets.
That's true. So our action slacks will give
No.
everyone that tweets
no, not this.
$1,000.
Oh my God. That's more than I'm making at the event, please. All right, Animal Trainer getting hit up here, but I mean, gotta say, pretty even, 21-21 here on last hits. Invoker, of course, 10-9.
James.
Watch out. Nice toss back, potentially. Moving back on Slardar. Ready with that hit.
Did you ever watch James and the Giant Peach?
Yeah, horrific movie.
That's so bad.
The stop-motion claymation scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. That spider? I don't care if she's French and supposed to be, like, cool. It's fucking terrifying.
Look at that. I like he's trying to juke out the tornado there. 90 Narwhal's just holding it. How do you juke what I do not use, he says.
Hold.
Bloody Sky, bottom, pushing so hard. Even though they've died a couple times, doesn't matter. He's a Timbersaw.
This is badass. A lot of aggression on this ES, making sure that he can't do anything.
Wow.
Gonna cost his life, though, now at level 6.
How does Timbersaw kill a Weaver? How is that even a thing?
If Weaver is out of position, my friend, replay time bound at the top lane. We've also
seen this a lot.
Drow. I feel like I didn't really need a replay. I could kind of guess what happened here. This is a disaster up here.
I just can't believe, like, it's not even like there's a stun needed. A nice juke back to make sure we caught that other kill. Good job, Observer. The trouble is, they're just getting ran at. Like, does Drow have boots or, like, no boots or something? Because Tiny's just walking at him and he's being tossed back in.
Sure, but you're Drow. That's your entire life. People walk at you and attack you, and then you pray. You know. Oh, watch out. In the top lane, looks like we got some action indeed as people are TPing in here. Look out. Well, you know, there they go. Stun him up. No stun here today.
They brought Timbersaw up top. I like this move. He's just following the Weaver. They already got bot tier 1.
Oh my God. He just decked that Drow.
Nice
Goodness gracious. Now trying to get this. Oh, misses that hook here. Tiny tossing his own Slardar, unfortunately.
This is an Invoker. There's 5 heroes here.
Hello, guys. Who wants to kill a Timbersaw? These guys, apparently. Nice tornado on the back line. Heading out that ES. The small target is taken. Do they have the gusto to take down that Timbersaw? Looks like not, though. Gonna try to maybe see what they could do for that Oracle, actually.
These tossbacks.
Tossing back, potentially. He's going to be tough. Going to be tough.
Trying.
He got that one. Good on him. They got to take out Oracle. I mean, they're just focusing up. These boys are ready for blood. They're 5 mana here at 7 minutes.
Animal Trainer just did one of those Matador passes. And
What's
then
that?
sprinted straight into the stands. So it's where like the bull charged, he juked it once and then ran away.
Oh.
Unrelated, but you know, every year a bunch of people just like get together in the street, and the big activity is that you let loose a ton of bulls,
Yeah.
and then the bulls actively try to kill people,
Yeah.
and they run away, and that's the whole. That's it. That's the event.
Mm-hmm. I agree with it. I'm an animal rights guy. Oh, watch out! Timbersaw going on by literally the entire team here. We'll see if this works out. Nice damage coming out from Slardar, one of the only heroes that has so much damage. He can just burst through that heals, and the Timbersaw doesn't go
James
down.
is single-handedly keeping his squad ahead here. These tosses are very appropriate. Every time he just sort of runs at someone and then picks them up from the location that they're in and then places them in the midst of his own allies.
That's right. All right, so check this out.
Check it out.
What if
I like
we
how it starts.
not able to eat food unless it was able to battle in an arena? Every single creature is able to fight for its life. That would help the economy so much. It would
Wait.
give us like Coliseum-like battles for gladiators to like, you know, take it out. Oh, watch out, Timbersaw in trouble again. Wow! Trying to get that damage Oracle this time with that help. They will try to get this Oracle, but meanwhile, they're going to go on Tiny. Tiny getting blown up by all the heroes. You guys want a 5-man? We want a 5-man too! Still on that Oracle in the back line, Mr. Weaver popping that one, getting all that HP. They're going to be able to take out Weaver, and now they'll go for more supports. Timbersaw running around doing as much damage as he possibly can. Invoker here into that sentry.
the low.
Nice stun to save that Invoker. It will cost him his life, but Invoker is alive, and maybe what Weaver can do even more. Double damage, though, on your Animal Trainer looking for... Oh, no! Not him! He had nothing to do with it, you animal! Team Empire, how could you do this?
Animal Trainer with the courier going down. Most unfortunate.
Very sad. That's one
And
animal.
just to clarify real quick, you're
Yeah.
saying that what again exactly?
I think we should bring back gladiatorial Coliseum combat. And instead of just eating animals like normal, where they're all in pens and stuff, each one gets to fight for their life. I mean, you get to employ people to fight them. You get a spectator sport. And, you know, sometimes the animals win. And if they win, they're free. They have a life, a happy life on an island of free
Do
animals.
they get to eat the human they defeated?
Sure. That's part of the gig. And, you know, you take, like, prisoners and stuff, like violent offenders, and you just put them in the arena to fight the fucking animals. And, of course, you know, they're going to have to fight 15 chickens at a time, and they're not usually going to lose. But when they do, it's going to be like a real sport. I mean, I'm sure the cows don't want to fight for their lives, but the ones that win, you know, they'll be legends. Is this fucked up?
I don't know.
Life is struggle, baby. Just like the wilds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Anyway, tough lane.
I don't even know where to go.
Watch out, Mr. Briefcase coming in trying to save his lane there. And Oracle going for what Owen would call a cheeky move there. Drops the sentry automatically, and they're going to see if they can't take him out. Wow. Got a little bit out of your britches there, Mr. Weaver, going into that sentry, and the tip comes out. What a shit talker. I love it. As we're pushing in yet again, Mr. Titan gets that stun out, and the boys are ready to jump on top of him. He is a tanky boy, though. It'll take a lot more. Okay, but maybe not. Forgot about Timbersaw's big ability. Slicing them down. Meanwhile, in the back line, they do get the Drow, which overall is kind of the best target.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Empire's just not really farming too much. If you look at the net worths, the Slardar's in a good spot, but the 3 cores of 5Comrades are doing quite well. And if any of the comrades are doing well, you know, they are.
They are all well.
Exactly.
Yes. One comrade dies and the 4 get stronger. Kind of. Watch out! Toss there from the
What? What?
He just killed him! The man just
Holy
killed him
shit.
defensively. He's going to make it out alive. This Tiny's a goddamn hero. Here comes Slardar on the back line, trying to make this even better for them. A lot of damage. The nice stun there. Diving the tower. A little too scared to stop that, though. Meanwhile, on the back line, the Elder Titan. What? These guys love each other. Empire giving each other as much as they possibly can. Timbersaw, however, sawing that dude in half in the back line. They've got to help our boy Oracle. Nice.
Oh my goodness, he
save.
almost got himself killed.
Look out!
Oh!
Oh, very weak, but Tiny, leave him alone. The time is over, boys.
Well played, man. I will say the support duo for both sides is doing quite well.
Watch out,
here.
Tiny now in trouble. The turnaround, they caught him out on the back line, and they're gonna slice and dice.
How much HP does Animal Trainer have? Because he just got like comboed to death by Tiny. That was wild.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd survive that, but yeah, level 7. James has done so well. He's pretty much just been there for every kill.
And may I remind you guys, we have a level 25 Earth Spirit here.
Whoa.
This guy has been grinding. You know what he's doing. Highest up is a...
Hidden rocks?
He's in rocks. Okay? Kicking rocks, hitting rocks, eating rocks. My boy. Gotta say, though, these teams are playing around each other a lot, which is kind of fun. Because last time we saw a lot more playing around each other from the non-PL team. You know, and... luckily for us, it's not 5 guys playing around each other, but these guys, you know...
It's 5 men.
What?
The Immortal Division.
Well, there are 5 men now. But no, these 5 comrades, they share everything. Even each other's safety.
We'll see. Can they keep Animal Trainer safe?
Nice jump there from the Ember. Meanwhile, in the back, they're trying to make something out of this. Oh, the AMP. He just walks into the center. He says, I'm not going to make it. I'm just going to tank it like a god. Timbersaw now looking to harass a little bit, and they're still just waiting for this fight. Now that ult was used by the Ember, so it's a little scary position. Oh my god.
What a juke.
Great juke there as they take down the Oracle. Exactly what you need to do in these team fights, and now they're looking for more. Can they take it? Timbersaw, nice job. Animal Trainer picking it up. Kyle, I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either. The chain's going in, but a double tornado. The MP to follow up as well. Looks like both Timbersaw and Ember Spirit are going to take it, and James with the sick combination.
Yes.
Once again, he's going to take out the Ember Spirit. Now Slaughter in a little bit of trouble, but it looks like Bloody Sky's just going to go deep. Doesn't care. Rip off the scab, he says. I'll bleed all over the apartment.
Don't share that information. Meanwhile, we are still looking like it's an even Stevens game, but that's not that great for Empire. I mean, their carries don't really compare to a Drow Ranger and an Ember Spirit in my personal... What? Look at that. That's a dagger in the heart of that team. Gracious. Mr. Kyle.
Man, Drow's stats or talents are so cool. I love that you can just get raw stats with a Gust Blind. Not very valuable in this game, although in theory it might be better than they expect just because there's not going to be a BKB on this Weaver for a little bit of time.
That's a big goddamn camp right there.
What?
That is a large boy camp. Oh, watch out there in bottom lane. Looking for the rune. Gonna grab the rune. Mr. Tiny getting a little too aggressive now. You were a strong boy before, not so much now.
Oh my god.
Nice stunts coming out, but can they chase down the
Hell yeah,
Slaughter?
they can. Hell yeah, they can.
You're healing him.
Hello.
Stop, Oracle. You're healing him. Okay, there you go.
Animal Trainer is just on point right now. He has mastered the Pokemon.
That's kicking ass. And meanwhile, in the top lane, a nice juke out from that ES. However, they did reveal the location of the world's largest stack. It will be taken, which will not be good for Team 5Comrades. They will be in danger. Apparently, they're not going to take it, though, for now. Maybe they're making it even larger.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Okay, middle lane, go down, toodaloo. And Mr. Weaver still farming. Oh, they found the stack. They are going to start farming that soon. Careful with the giant stack.
Which stack?
It's top left of the mini-map.
Oh, true.
Look at it. No, not that one.
Further left.
Close. Little left.
Little left.
Little left.
Down.
Down. Close. There it is.
It's a triple stack.
That is the biggest stack I've ever seen.
I think that... Wait, you really think that's a big stack?
I don't stack, so more than 2 is a lot.
I got you. It's all about proportions.
Yes. Oh, nice tornado here, followed up by the Elder Titan going in, hitting it up, take them down. Looks like Empire's not going out of this game without a fight, and they are fighting hard. Mr. Timbersaw now in some serious trouble as well, and he is cutting, get out of there! Gonna find the Drow on the back line. Drow should have never shown her face here, as now they will completely ignore Timber and just go full in on her. Tried to catch him with the Chakram. Not able to slow him down, but luckily he will be okay here. Drow Ranger trying to put some damage now on top of him. Oracle trying to save himself, but Drow, what do you keep doing into these fights? You know you can't live.
What is going on?
And they're just going now on everybody. Drow, you lived. You were safe.
Yeah, they learned their lesson from the previous game. Just ignore the Timbersaw. Just don't even mess with them. Just find his allies and kill them instead.
What's he gonna do? I really hope that this is not what we've seen before from the 5Comrades. That 20-minute loss in Game 2, almost every game. But they did win the first game, and that is new for them.
The
so,
Vessel with 6 charges, though. It's so threatening.
oh boy.
And look at this, the Wex Exort build. I haven't seen this in so long. Got some points in Quas, but that means he's going to do some serious damage as this game continues. Haven't seen anybody utilize this
Look
since
out!
Miracle 2017 or Smash 2015.
Oh, a completed Yule's literally taken out of the game.
Ouch.
On that courier.
It's not good.
Never seen that one before, Kyle.
Neither have I.
As
What's
we
so
see,
funny?
nothing. The boot picked up by the Oracle. There's the giant stack. Look at the XP gain. Everyone, look at that 12 right now and see how insane this gets.
It's going to get him to at least 3 o'clock.
Here, what? Whoa!
Wow, all the way to 445.
Almost a half of a level on that stack. Stack at home, kids. Don't be like me. The clumsy net Gavin provides. Fine item against this Mr. Ember Spirit. More net, more root, less problems there.
Speaking of problems,
Yeah?
what?
Continue.
I was just taking a moment to gather my thoughts.
Gather
You're
away.
going to have big issues. This Elder Titan and Invoker are going to scale so well. Poison's very dead.
Watch out!
The thing about it is James is doing pure damage with these combos because the Spirit's got that maxed out aura, just throws the Spirit on top, and suddenly they have no magic resist. And now with one hero dead, hey, let's go find some Roach. We got hella minus armor. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
So, all things equal, who has the better late game carries, Kyle?
That would probably be. It's pretty even, but I would actually favor Radiant. I think the minus armor, the ET is just too strong.
That's a great point. Looks like they know that the Roche is being done, but they don't know how quick it is. They're going to have to ignore it, apparently. They're pinging relentlessly for the love of God.
Just
get in
get it.
there. Oh, no!
Not
If they didn't get so divided in their decision-making, they would have definitely been able to fight against that Roshan, but it just didn't happen. Here comes the ET, though! Boom! Shakalaka, Drow, you just can't show up to this shit. Drow taken out yet again. There's that net that we're talking about, grabbing those Spirit Brothers. And
Also low.
Timbersaw late to this fight, trying to pick something up here. There's a 3 for 3 for now. They will be able to make it a little bit better. Watch
ult,
out.
no ult.
Go get him!
Again, James.
James? Try to find a Timber. Oh my god, double damage, but he's got to be careful. We've seen this Tiny just rip this guy up before. Nice sleight of fist there.
James.
And somehow they come out ahead.
Fired it back to the fountain. There goes James. He thought he would come back in for a quick surprise, but shut down immediately.
That's right. Very sad to be shut down with your dreams. Now he knows how it feels after a lifetime of being a Chad. He peaked early game, and now what is his life? He doesn't know what it is anymore. He's not strong enough to solo people.
Odds haven't changed too much. Oracle's got to be a little more cautious with his positioning.
Clumsy net!
Devi Llama needs to be a little more Delay because he ends up just straight up in the middle of the enemy team and dies first because they ignore this Timbersaw, who unfortunately still doesn't have his Yule Scepter, which you said died on Courier.
Why would you save the Timbersaw? He can't die. Now they're going to kill you, little one. Ember Spirit trying to make something out of that death. A very...
No armor. Yep, he just explodes. As soon as he's in melee range with Vecnar with the amp up, he goes to negative armor, starts taking more than pure damage. It's insanity.
More than pure.
More than pure. Take pure, add, and multiply it by something.
No. This can't be how the mechanics are.
Goes to about negative 15 at the moment. A big boy, maxed out natural order. Not quite sure why more people don't pick it up. Fogged has been telling you for years.
Look
Pick
out,
Elder Titan.
Timbersaw. Yet again, they're going on the Timby. He is so hard to kill, but it looks like they have the damage to do it with the negative armor. What? Oracle with the world's greatest save? Well done. Timbersaw lives. Doesn't have a lot of mana, but he's looking to turn it around. He's got the regen now.
Didn't even need to ult him. Was able to conserve it. Blink up on Slaughter. It's going to be tough for them to escape now. We were also getting a little frightening, but the Ember Spirit is still doing just fine. And as we can see, the Timbersaw is still tough to take out. But this minus armor stacking, it's just, he's dead.
Goodbye.
He's just dead.
Oh, no. Well, this is looking pretty grim for these points here with all this negative armor. Yeah, get out of there. Now tossing the Slardar
Gusted out of the air.
Oh, my God.
Skeet.
Incredible. Barely making it out here. Drow Ranger now slowing and trying to get a kill. She will be able to get it now. They're on the back end here. Drow Ranger slowed up by that Elder Titan, put to sleep. Invoker setting himself up for something here. He is silent still from that very long duration on the Gust. And look at Mr. Titan going down as well. And that is a little bit too much of an extension. Exotic Deer has got some horns.
That first toss is good. I like tossing back. I think tossing allies in is oftentimes a bad move.
No, Tiny Airlines, bad?
It's very good for the return flights, but I would book a different airline on your departure.
Indeed. You're going to end up in some seedy-ass place, my friends. Do not.
Have you ever noticed that, where sometimes the flights to a location are significantly better than the flights out? Like, you fly in to, like, Katowice, as an example, you get a nice tunnel, you know, you get off the plane, it's all good. And then to leave in the middle of winter as it snows, you're shepherded onto a bus and then walking onto a propeller plane, and you're thinking to yourself, why? How? Has that ever happened to you?
Absolutely, Kyle. Has this ever happened to you? Cutting up some sushi. This freaking Slardar just got sliced and diced. Now they're looking for somebody else. They're going to see if they can find him. Elder Titan trying to get the boys off of him here. Drow's positioning nice in the back. They do see the Weaver. Nice gust to stun up that Weaver. Do they have enough damage? The net! I told you net was going to be a big-ass item this game.
No, you didn't.
Clumsy net on both teams, Kyle. This is the MVP. The root is so strong against Weaver, but it's so strong against these... Oh my God, is that Mount Everest? Am I climbing that mountain after this? Look at that.
No, that's a double top pattern.
Is that a Kilimanjaro I see here?
It's a descending bear flag.
Whoa. And there's that mountain range. Very beautiful. A vista of which you will hardly ever see. And then there's that.
Well, hey, the win percentage is still anybody's guess. Still very even in net worth, and while I think we might just be underrating Drow a little bit, the hero is always going to be solid. My trouble is that he's against so much minus armor, specifically this ET, that you basically get your base armor through just agility. So Drow, he'll be at like 20, 25 armor, but none of that will be plus. That'll all be innate, thus removed immediately by the Elder
picked
Titan.
up. As you said, this Tiny everywhere and being backed up by pretty much everybody. Going on that Oracle, which is great. Not a big team fight, though, so it was just a pick. They won't be able to get too much out of it. Here comes the Ember Spirit checking out this Slardar. Slardar knows he's being watched. He dances home. Doesn't give a hoot. Kyle, you're a man of many principles, many, stand for what's right. If you could fix one thing in this world, one global problem, what would it be? Only one.
It's a really tough question.
Only one. Will it be world hunger, deforestation? Will it be updates to Dota Plus? What is the issue? Here's an issue for Timbersaw. He's going to fucking die. Anyway.
Got exploded. I honestly don't know. I think it's tough.
Only one!
I think that's the trouble with trying to find out like your purpose in life, right? Because there's a lot of causes and a lot of things you could do. The trouble is you can only do the one thing.
Greedy trying to take those Ancients with her ability there, but she'll make it out. Only one, Kyle.
Yeah, but that's impossible.
What will it be?
It depends on what you're feeling about. I think more people should read sci-fi.
That's your problem?
I think that we should discuss the usage and investment in nuclear energy.
Why?
Because it is the safest for humans. Kilowatt hour.
Nukes are safest for humans?
Per kilowatt hour, yeah. It's the same way like airline travel has like a bad rap, but it's significantly safer on a per mile basis.
Wow, that's just the statistics lying to you. Watch out. Oh, here we go. Drow Ranger in trouble. Boom, shakalaka, she's dead. Everything on that Drow. Nice vision here. Can they actually turn around here? The Earth Spirit going in. Ember Spirit hitting up that Slardar, trying to take out their biggest source of crowd control here on the backlines, though. Literally ignoring the Oracle. He will die. He will not die. They will take out the Tiny. Big sleep there with his last ounce of strength. Look at them go. They're able to clean that up. Meanwhile, though, top tower is getting real messed up here thanks to the alacrity. Anyway, statistics are lies. Don't believe that shit. Planes are more safe than cars? Yeah, well, if there were as many planes as there were as cars, I'm sure it'd be quite the same, actually. In fact, if the sky was as full as many cars as there were planes, you would probably find planes to be just as dangerous.
Technically, humans do more traveling on planes per year, though, because they go so much further. That's
what are you talking about?
Like they travel more miles.
No.
Or kilometers.
I mean, that's another failed statistic.
That's not a statistic. I'm literally just making that up. So that is very possibly untrue.
I'm telling you, it's all bullshit. Okay, what do they say? You should be more afraid of coconuts than sharks. Let me put a situation.
Ladders,
there's a beach.
Actually.
You can walk under 15 coconut trees, or you can walk past 15 sharks. Which one do you want to do?
The thing is that you're making a false equivalency because the sharks wouldn't be there. That's why it's so much rarer to be bitten by a shark, because there aren't 15 just waiting in the wings.
Yeah. But that in itself is a false equivalency. You should be afraid of a shark. If you see a fucking shark swimming up, you shouldn't be like, oh, well, at least it's not 15 coconuts. I mean,
Well,
it's bullshit.
it depends on the shark.
Statistics are lies.
The thing is, the proper defense against a shark would be to punch it in the nose. So if you were afraid, you'd be less likely to survive.
What if you punch a coconut in the nose? You break your hand. Watch out, here comes this team fight going in on the back line, trying to find that spirit, and they do a nice EMP there. Going to try to take out that mana. He will slide a fist, dodge it. Looking for that Slardar, looking for that Oracle, not able to find anything, and another kill here. Sneaky, sneaky, as I get the Oracle on the back line. It will cost Tiny his life, and now they really want to get that freaking Invoker, but he does pop a BKB. This is like the 4th double damage this Ember has gotten. Lucky ducky this game. This is his game.
What if you could bottle a double damage until later, and then eventually get all the way up to like quadruple damage?
Oh my god, permanent bottle?
But instead of changing the color, it just gave you like a Dragon Ball Z haircut.
Fucking flask, dude? Upgrade your bottle into flask and hold runes forever?
That's a good idea. And if you could pass it on, that'd be even better.
Oh, sip of the flask? Runes are divided into
What if we could bottle runes and then give the effects like we did bottle charges? Wouldn't that be cool? Instead of having to pass
Watch
it.
out, Ember Spirit! He's just absolutely
dead.
decimated
No, he's
from
alive.
the damage. He's able to dodge out of
What?
it and gets out. Weaver having to use that ultimate. Elder Titan sleeping the Drow in the back. The Drow is located, but the Timbersaw is standing. You want her? You come through me! As he runs towards the team. Very scary.
I think they might just win this game.
No.
Slacks, they are feeling themselves.
Kyle.
They have double cleanse up, or sorry, double defensive dispel available on the Timbersaw, and of course the Oracle always able to purge off something as well, offensive or defensive. They're going straight for James. They're in. Animal trainer's out. He went into the tiger enclosure
What
and
have
he
you
was
done?
covered in blood.
What have you done? He's like the Tiger King. They got him. Damn you, Carol Baskin. Anywho. I like the idea of Flask. I think that's good.
I like it.
Watch out, the double net's coming out here, trying to get that Weaver, BKB on the Weaver, and trying to chase down that Mr. Rockman. BKB expunged on the Weaver. Now he is very sensitive. You could go and fight him if you choose. They're thinking about going in to that Roche pit. They know that they're in there. Buyback from Ember. Now they know that they know. Now that they know that they know, they're not going to let them know, and they're going to get out of there.
Or are they? They're going to
The
smoke
turnaround.
up.
You don't want to fight
Another DD
in a
bottom.
pit with a freaking Elder Titan. He's got everything he needs. Watch out, watch out! Timbersaw sitting at a precarious half health. He's just going to lay into that poor Timby. Roshan, be careful. Double damage in the bottom. I believe the 15th one this game. If Ember Spirit finds it, I will be upset. Ice Frog, you need to stop. There we go.
Yul's up on the Elder Titan. Maelstrom. I hate the Maelstrom in this case. I would have loved to see him just go for the raw damage output or just straight up survivability. Maelstrom is just, I think, only great if you're using it to accelerate. As a mid-game DPS item, it's a little weak, especially against all this minus armor. He needs something a little more defensive. I think a Shiva's build could do him well.
They have located the double damage. Weaver going to sprint towards it. Not this time, Mr. Spirit. And this is time to fight. Weaver's got the DD. His BKB off cooldown. His ultimate up. It is go time. Will they be able to find somebody and then immediately make that into a Roshan? They also lose both of their bounties, you sneaky little bug. Scurrying around taking all that stuff. And they will smoke. Looking for the Roche. They don't. They see the Spirit fly back. They know that the boys are there. They're actually going to attack the Roshan as if they are Roshing. They were not. Weaver on the back line now. Big spells being used. Gust is used. Careful now. A bounty has been set. Okay, this is getting weird. Someone has just left. Ember has left to farm. He does have a remnant, most likely, though. Spider legs coming out. What if for Flask, now don't laugh, what if for Flask you could take a sip of the flask and it would only take half the rune? Woo!
It's interesting.
Oh, interesting.
What if you could get special powers if you were to refill your flask from the enemy fountain? where all where the liquid is generated. Similar to like
Smoke in
Frodo
the
having
fountain.
to go to Mordor, you know?
Wow. What if there was an item?
What about an everlasting tango? Like an enchanted tango that you could just always eat a tree with forever.
Yeah, that sounds like an actual neutral item. Enchanted Tango.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like nothing. I think it's just like an everlasting tango. Like you just always can eat a tree with it.
What if there was a neutral item, and when you found it, you gained the ability to vote kick someone off of your team? Would you use it?
What? Well, maybe. So would you divide his 4 abilities across the 4 teammates remaining in the game?
Yes, it would simply be called vote. And then it would be called the democracy staff.
Well, 5Comrades wouldn't want to.
5Comrades would not like that item. They delete it. There we go. Looking for something here. They find Mr. Weaver. Mr. Weaver finds them. Negative armor. Now with the Scotty, not going to be doing as much, thankfully.
Oh, wow. They changed that interaction. It used to be that bug would give Timber armor stacks. It doesn't anymore. That's very interesting.
Wow. Yule Scepter to make sure he doesn't get hit by the Oracle, and they will try to go on this backline as soon as possible. Tiny taking a lot of damage here, and he's going to be taken out. BKB's out. Elder Titan with a nice ultimate on everybody, but will it matter that much?
No stacks on this Timber.
Oh boy, Timbersaw trying to make his way out of there and finding that backline Drow. Drow left to her own devices here. BKB, find the Drow, kill the Drow, mission accomplished, and now they'll see if they can't clean up the rest of the team. Weaver getting low, no more silences on this team though, and it's going to be hard to take him down. Timbersaw trying to make his way out, 2 little hits, boop, boop. He will make it.
Sunstrike off the mark.
No Sunstrike there. A buyback from the Oracle. Really think there's going to be more happening here, huh, Oracle? You really think so, huh? I guess they want to rotate into Roshan. Finally, potentially, or they'll fight again. Ember Spirit finding that Invoker, tearing them up. Here come the chains, here come the gangs. Double Yules at the same exact time is beautiful. Net coming out, does get the Weaver, but they don't have enough to get him. And Mr. Titan, he's trying to go put him a Betty bye, put the babies to sleep, but no sleep tonight. Actual good buyback then. A buyback coming out from the the Titan, who defend.
Indeed. He's getting a little old to fight on the battlefields.
Getting a little old. One of the founders of the universe. Age is finally catching up to him.
Yeah. Others say, of course, that he should have retired long ago.
The Titan himself? The man who split the Earth and caused the original chaos?
Is that really what happened? I thought he was the one shaped like a turtle that held the universe up on his shoulders.
No, that is the wrong mythology. They're going to go on that bot-back Titan, who might just feed himself a life here, but he makes a tasty treat. It looks like the buyback Oracle is now the target. Even his courier will not be able to survive his stupidity. As Oracle.
He's fine for now. Well.
Yeah, he's good. Looks like the Roshan, the hotly contested Rosh, will finally go to Team Empire.
Yeah, there's so much minus under the Haze talent for the Slardar of Shotglow means that this Roshan will die very rapidly.
In the name of God was that? He messed up the timing there. Tried to grab them after the fist, and Timbersaw will suffer.
What?
That was not great, as Timbersaw
He's gotta run.
will be chased
He's
down.
gotta run.
Oh, a tree!
What a
As
bash.
ironic as it gets. Good Lord.
What does Exotic Deer even have? I feel like we haven't seen this Drow. He's 4-0. Okay, no, sorry, that's an 8. He's 4-8 and 12. Having worse of a game than I expected when I thought that was a 0. And a Blink Dagger on the Slardar. We saw that just before.
I did see that.
I thought
Watch
it was on
out.
the ground.
Yule Scepter heading out there. More
For an
couriers
animal
dying.
trainer, he's certainly not keeping an eye on his little fluffy creatures.
Yeah,
It's the
he's
third
only
barrier
there
in
to
2
train them.
games. That's true.
His name is an animal doctor, okay? He trained them to come out and die for him, and they're doing it. Drow Ranger has a very hard job here. So many heroes able to pierce that back line and get on top of her. Really needs the Oracle to live. Really needs the Timbersaw to live. And when these two are down, Drow Ranger doesn't live for more than a couple seconds. Things are getting quite spooky here as they are going on the M. Oh, he's going to land right in the middle of that Slardar. Great timing by Slardar. They're going to try to turn it around with the meatball combo. So many BKBs. And Timbersaw holding on to that buyback. Poison your boy. Take it out. Drow Ranger now popping her BKB. Trying to get this Slardar. Very tanky boy, though. Hard to take. She won't be able to get him, but now she's wildly out of position here. We'll see if they can turn it around. Of course, they're going to go for the Oracle first. Take out the support. Here comes the Yules. Out of
Is she
position.
outside?
Drow.
She is.
Bye-bye.
Dude, when she goes to 0 armor, she just straight up dies. No plus armor items on the Drow, so she's just going to 0 when she's near the ET.
Terrifying stuff there. They will be able to buy back and silence that. Weaver able to take him out.
God.
Very impressive with that. Insta buyback, turn around. Dust on top of that Invoker. He will BKB. She's trying to hit him. Gotta stay on top of Invoker. Gotta get that range. The
range
spider
is
legs
insane.
coming out. Spider legs. Oh, the Yules is just ready to go.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's whatever. I'm sorry.
A buyback, but a turnaround. 1K now only.
Well, very worth. But see, Drow, 37 armor. Do you know what armor she has
What?
when ET stands on top of her?
0.
3.
3?
3.
That's not a lot.
No, it's not. That's actually not very much at all, and that's the trouble.
No.
Drow cannot be near Eknard, and if I'm a member of 5Comrades, I've got to be thinking about taking out this Elder Titan. It is the primary objective.
That's a cool little sneak. Top lane getting pushed in now. Drow Ranger doing what Drow Ranger do. Push towers, use spider legs, hit crepes. And another double damage coming out here. Is there a bug? Are there runes besides double damage? Good lord. As we see another toss back there. Trying to get this Timbersaw away from the tower. Drow just hitting it up, and they know that their initiation is followed up by that Invoker, and their damage is that Weaver. So they do have 10 more seconds to cause chaos. They're actually going to get a very nice pick there, trying to force out that tiny buyback as they will glyph. Boys are coming back to town, though. Will they stay and be scary? I mean, they have the Oracle alive, Kyle.
They do. There's no Tiny. Ember Spirit's still dead, but it doesn't matter. They can't get through the Timbersaw.
Go, Drow, go,
Yeah.
as she started to hit buildings.
Just very important. Bloody Sky's got to maintain those stacks. If they jump on him when he's still at 0, it's going to be big troubles for him.
He has got to make something out of this buyback. He will blink right on top of him
they
there, and
got
he
him.
will make something out of it. Drow Ranger, no BKB.
No buyback either.
Oh, not great. Great
What
buyback
happened?
by the Tiny.
How did they just kill everyone like
I mean,
that?
Invoker just came back, and they instantly ran at him. That was the goal, and they made it happen. There you go. Ember Spirit on vacation, unfortunately. Write us a postcard, as he is bottom lane. Pushing. Okay. Double damage going back on Weaver. Talk about Tower Taker now. They know that they can push.
And they know that there's no buyback on the Drow. Timber's got his. Oracle will be live in time. But this is very problematic now. The repair kit's also dead. So I'd like to see Timbersaw either drop it or go use it right now. I suppose he's bought back, so it's all good. They have to do it quick because they know there's no Drows. They've got to try and defend base. Otherwise, Empire might just go for the throne.
Scary stuff here coming out from Mr. Double Damage Buggy. They do have some tools. Oh, on the back line, it's what you love to see. A
Jesus.
Smart Art just going in and melting somebody. This
The
is
blade
the
mail.
danger.
The blade mail.
Woo! Look at that damage there. Weaver barely able to come back, and they will use that repair kit. No buyback still
3 on
Drow.
5.
Very scary here. The initiation was used, but no more double damage. Repair kit doing its job. However, they're just going to keep on diving that toss back onto that Spirit Brother. He will use out, but I can't imagine. Oh my god, they used the false
even
promise on
happening?
him?
They're just playing this so strangely. Empire, it's 5 on 3, lads. Just
Go.
initiate. Toss them out.
You don't have to dive past. You
Okay,
can just
Shackle's
go.
doing it for us. Oh, well, just kidding. Dude, these tornadoes. It's Twister season.
Yes, the Yule Scepter truly coming out here very well, and the push on the mid. Almost back with that Drow. Boys, you only have 20 more seconds. Watch out here. Tiny going in. He's very low, and if they can get this Ember, that's a big deal. Okay, they get the Ember. He does that buyback, insta buyback on top of the team. Will they be able to turn around? Here comes the Drow in 10 seconds. Get that work done, Ember, or you will lose it all. Scary stuff as they keep going back, healing and going back in. Ember.
What an insane game. Ember Spirit level 25 now as well. You gotta be a little cautious. The levels are big. Which talent did he go for? I think that's the
What? What?
No, the Ember. The Ember.
Yeah, the Ember.
What's the Ember got?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Remnant Charge. Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know. I didn't remember which side the Sleight of Fist charges were on. I didn't want to be wrong.
Well, we would never want that.
No. I try very hard to be correct at all times.
Yes. The most important part of being an analyst, always being correct. If you are incorrect, we give you a little slap on the hand in the back. Say, no, bad, not good. Now, not able to take a tower with that push from Empire, and I have to say they had all the advantage there. Drow did not have a buyback. They had a double damage. They had a lot. All they were missing was an Aegis. And now we're back in even Steven here. I'm getting worried for Empire. We've been in this situation before. I guess who came out ahead? It was the 5Comrades.
It's true. Because of the power of friendship.
Friendship is life. Movement is life.
Tier 4 items coming out could be a big boost to the side of 5Comrades. They got to be cautious, and they've got to kill this Elder Titan, man. They got to take out Eknart. He is a big, big problem for them. The Tiny as well of James, still quite squishy, even with that high HP pool, but they need to make sure they're not initiated on.
Wrong target to find, unfortunately. Timbersaw.
Got 0 stacks.
He is going to be able to be saved here by the Oracle. Oracle now, they know that False Promise is down, though, so it could be fight time. Find that drow. Find yourself a kill. Trying to pick up what they can now that they've used their big spells. Oh my god, that guy just went the hell in a handbasket. Out goes Mr. Rock. BKBs are popped out. Whiffed ass ultimate from Titan.
Spells are just being thrown with willy-nilly.
Woo! Trying to find this Oracle. They will be able to get on the back line the Earth Spirit. Oracle does not have any spells yet, so killing him is good, but it ain't the best thing in the world. Drow Ranger silences, forces a BKB out, and it looks like they're going to have to back. I mean, so many BKBs are used. Elder Titan's ult's down.
These fights are crazy. You just see stuff everywhere. I mean, you remember in 2012, you ever watched that movie? Tornadoes, earthquakes, random characters making unforeseen movements. Like, this is just all that.
It is. 2012, a documentary about the future of 2020. Careful, everyone.
Yes, the Earth. Never mind.
I do know what that was, and we will leave it.
I think if there ever was an apocalypse, it would quite likely start with me casting with you, at least from my perspective.
That's right. Oh, Titan, come on now. Finish the job, Sweet Pea. There you go. Good boy.
Imagine...
Truly a herald of the end times.
Somebody had to code every single hero doing a whole summoning ritual.
I mean, it's pretty easy. They all usually have summons. It's the same ritual for TP, typically.
Oh, true. I thought they would do something unique, but that's a good point. Can't sell that.
Whoa, that's not true. If you could unlock custom TP taunts, I'm sure they would sell. Here we go. If they get this pick, it's a huge deal. Sheep to start off, and we're looking for the... Oh, nice job by the Oracle, though, making sure that nothing can happen. He's actually thinking about going back in down the back lines. They find the Oracle. False Promise already down. BKB popped by that Invoker. They're trying to melt as many as they can. Invoker's BKB is up, but Weaver is now in the front, and they still got to deal with his BKB, trying to chase that guy through the back. The Buggy providing that negative armor, and now Drow in the front. BKB up. Ulting, getting slam dunked, though. Drow's positioning is just so aggressive in these fights. If she's down, it's over.
Timbersaw.
She is down. It is over.
Nice W from the Oracle. Prevents the whole magical damage from the combo of James.
Oh, Ember Spirit healed up, trying to get back on that Invoker. They are able to pick him, but they still have this huge problem. The Weaver melting.
How is he doing so much damage? Daedalus, no wonder.
Daedalus, Slardar, all that negative armor. And a buyback finally happens from the Drow. She did get enough money to do it. Wow.
Wait, what?
Beautiful pick off there.
Void Spirit? Wait, that's an Earth Spirit.
Air Spirit.
Just killed
Weaver.
That's not supposed to happen.
Well, you know, he was backed up.
Yeah, I agree, James.
Did get backed up by that Drow, actually. So he went on, and then little silences and gusts. The BKB was used to kill the Drow in the first place, but very lucky that that Drow got that money to buy back.
You might be the perfect man to make sense of this game, Slacks.
Me?
Yeah, please break it down. It's 52-48, 100 kills in just under 46 minutes.
That's a hell of a game, boys.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You ain't gonna see this.
2 kills a minute is pretty much my barometer for hell of a good dotes.
Hell yeah, man. You're not gonna see this in a team secret game. Oh,
No.
we're too good. We only die once. You want to watch that shit? Show me the kills, dude. Look at this creep army pushing down double catapults. This is a freaking armada. Oh my god! 2 are taken out. Oh, Tiny is tearing them up. The life of creeps. They think they're so strong, but they're not at all. It's a false sense of security by those little guys. No!
Are scanning.
Tell me why that tree should be targeted. That doesn't make any sense. It should require a skill shot.
Skill shot?
How did, like, Marana arrows, if it just tracked onto a hero? That wouldn't be fair.
That'd be pretty shit.
Yeah. Why is it that Tiny can throw a literal log? You're telling me that's easier to aim? That should have a homing missile feature?
I don't
when an
think
arrow
it
doesn't?
stuns. I mean, there's
Gyro
big
shoots a missile. That has homing potential. That
and
makes
it
sense.
stuns.
The tree should stun. And it should be targeted. If you get hit in the face by a tree, when we play Aghanim's Lair, you have to go up against that big, tiny boss. Storega! I get killed all the time when she throws a rock. I just
doesn't
die.
throw a tree, does he? You're misproving
that's
your own
actually a
argument.
really
The
good
rocks
point.
do stun.
That's a good point.
You can't make the tree stun. That literally is homing missile then. You've just created homing missile, friend.
But it would be targeted. So you'd have to get...
Homing missile is targeted.
No, like ground targets. So you'd have to actually be physically hit by the tree, whereas right now it just throws the tree and it follows you and then
That
does damage.
legitimately sounds stronger. Tiny having a 0 target stun to hit invisible hero sounds real good.
Yeah.
What is the argument? I thought you said the tree was too good.
Because you got to be keeping continuity with your lore and with your hero
The
archetypes.
fuck are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Anywho, this massacre of a game, more than 100 kills in this game. League of Legends has about 100 kills per season of the LCS. We're doing it right here, right now. And we are seeing a near level 30 Drow. That essential level 27. When you start thinking about...
You're so far from 30 when you're 27.
Are you?
Well, it doesn't feel that way. In fact, I'm in the midst of my own midlife crisis. But, I mean, you do have a lot of time. It takes longer to get there.
Yeah. Tiny gonna be instantly melted here. No buyback on the...
I lied.
He does have buyback. So we continue. Trying to find the Elder Titan. They get this Titan. It's a big goddamn deal.
That's a gem.
Mules all over the place. It's a windy city today. And they will be able to pick him. Double buybacks could be forced here. Trem of True Sight on the ground.
They took the lead back.
They did.
They just walked at them. The Weaver was all the way top just trying to split push. He is going to threaten the tier 3 top, though. You got to be cautious over here.
Be careful.
He's got a leveler, which will assist him in leveling the enemy building.
Hey! Holy shit! Don't look at that. Avert your eyes, kids, as we go to the mid lane now. They will have to send back Ember to try to stop this
push. Yeah, they got the Hex. You got to be cautious here.
He does have a Remnant ready to go, I believe, on that mid push when the time comes. Alacrity Weave. Oh my fucking god! That was the... Oh! Get away from him! The explosion of the tower.
Dire's going for throne.
Dire going for throne?
I meant the bottom racks, but they could go for throne. It's a potential. They don't have the buybacks forced yet, but you got to expect they will soon. Weaver's just trading.
Jesus Christ!
Smiling Knight versus the world. The Timbersaw's DPS is not enough to match the Weaver.
No, surprisingly, this Weaver is absolutely... Oh my god, he is leveling! They are going in!
Earthspirit's back!
Go for the throne for the love of God!
He might kill the Weaver! The Weaver's in so much trouble if he gets the stun up! 100 HP! No ulti available! One more roll. Poison going for it.
Go. No. Okay, Weaver is actually going to make it out.
Or is he?
Wait! Oh my god! Sweet bubblegum Jesus! That is a level 25 Earth Spirit. Take out that bump, take him to trash, but he is able to buy back. He bought back, sir. Now he can defend perhaps his plan all along. Timbersaw tanking the entire team.
Still alive. Full HP.
Go, Timbersaw, go. BKB
no buyback on time.
Popped on the Ember. No buyback on time.
There is a buyback.
Stop saying that, Kyle. As we get another Cataclysm, the first one of the game. In fact, they're hitting up that Invoker. Invoker running for his life. The racks, last
racks top.
Go, Drow, go. Use all of your icy powers. They focus on Drow. They throw her up. Goodbye. The Aegis is popped. And here we go.
No buyback Weaver. For real.
Go, Drow! Drow hitting the entire team alone. She manages to Manta. No, they're going down.
The whole team is alive. Where are they?
Team! Will they do it? The 5Comrades! No buyback on so many of their heroes. The Tiny in such a precarious situation. The Drow, oh my god, Kyle. They're doing it. Do it.
2-on-5.
They freaking do it.
They got the Megas.
Kyle. They have robbed everything from Team Empire.
They'll be eliminated now. Empire will have no hope of making it onto the playoff stage because the 5Comrades have pulled the upset of the tournament. They're going to take this 2-0. They're going to kill all 5.
5Comrades!
GG's come out.
They had no victory. It meant nothing if they won this game. It meant nothing to them, and they rob Empire. Maybe that's 2-0.
It just demonstrates Slacks all this time in their hearts, in their heart of hearts. They knew they could do it. They had to get out of their own way. They had to